It's day 4 of the Global Water Association International Conference as about 54 countries gather to share best practice on recycling and reusing wastewater. SABC News reporter Bulelani Phillip is attending the conference there for us in Cape Town. A very good afternoon to you, Bulelani. So what's the latest being discussed?
Well, good afternoon to you, Nombu, and to the viewers at home. 54 countries and about 750 delegates are attending this conference. Of course, as they are gathering here, they want to share best practices in water reclamation and water reuse. Of course, South Africa being the host this year for the first time. To talk to me more now about what's the aim of this conference is Jennifer Mulontwa, who is the CEO of the Water Research Commission of South Africa. Firstly, the role of the Water Research Commission, what do you do?
The Water Research Commission is an entity of the Department of Water and Sanitation, established by an Act of Parliament which conducts research, development and innovation on behalf of South African government, on behalf of the department, as well as the water sector. We really funded from the Water Research Levy, which is a contribution by everyone that really utilizes water. That's who we are. And
sorry to cut you there, but the objective really of this conference is to share ideas on water reuse. As South Africa, do you think we are in the right direction in that regard?
Look, I think what this conference aimed and managed to showcase is that with over 54 countries represented here, it really shows that there is a global concern. Water security is no longer a challenge of the future, it is with us now. So some countries have got it right, but they still have got other aspects that they need to learn about, and others are here to share their best practices. But yes, as a country we have a number of plants already. We've got the Emalahleni plant, if you recall, one in Mossel Bay, I think another one in Beaufort West. Already here in the mother city, we are planning a process where one of the big desalination plants will be established. But what is key, I think, from the South African perspective to teach is around acceptability, the myths, the realities, but also how important is public participation, engaging the public, making them understand what the subject matter is about. And in the main, I think it's about the why. And I think here in Cape Town, it's easier because they have gone through that process of the crisis around day 0. So they know the reality of having to look the future in the face with water security not being guaranteed for the next day. So it is very much important that we are here. Best practices. South Africa is in the right direction. We do have the technologies. We do have the know-how. Let me tell you what also the Water Partnerships Office said this morning. There are numerous funding modalities that are out there. However, are we able to generate two things? One, do we have the knowledge and the technologies? But also, do we have the revenue streams that will be able to make sure that those investors, if they do invest in these technologies, they will be getting that? And I think that is where now government, from a policy perspective, from a regulatory and enforcement perspective, we need to get that right.
From a consumer perspective, are you finding that you're getting a buy-in from perhaps beneficiaries of plants that are treating wastewater? Are you finding that they trust the quality of that reused water?
Look, we have seen our blue, green and no drop reports. We are very, grateful for the 6th and 7th administration that the reports are now out there. So this gives confidence that from an assessment point of view, from a monitoring point of view, government is doing its part. Now what this reveals is that there are pockets of serious challenges where some municipalities are not able to do this right. Now what is the next step? You cannot try and repeat the same process and think that you're going to get the different results. You have to look at different modalities. One of the key research outputs that the Water Research Commission is trying to put forward is to say that, and the President mentioned it in the State of the Nation address, we need to license water service providers. It has to be based on performance, expertise, skills, and the business need to be run professionally. And once you can do that, then you can start talking about trust. Because right now, when, for example, a municipality system fails, there is poor communication. Society will citizens just open the tap to find water being brown or whatever. That breaks down the trust. So there is a need to rebuild that trust. And once you've rebuilt that trust, to be also having options to say, if the water looks like this, this is what needs to happen. So people will not go, trying to riot around the challenge. They will understand, this is the causality, this is what we need to do in place, and this is, then we wait. So I think the trust needs to be built, and that currently it's not there.
Lastly, do we have enough skills for this sector for it to thrive?
We do, I think we've said it a number of times, and it's been said in the conference. Over 40 years ago, the city of Windhoek, while it still fell under the South African former government, the process of reverse osmosis desalination and direct reuse of potable water, was actually conducted as a project of the Water Research Commission as well as the CSIR. And since then, the city of Windhoek has been using direct reuse. They have enhanced it with the new technologies and so forth, but in the main, that's where we've been. So the skills are there, the technologies are there. We have seen how, even with our demonstrators, the plethora of several companies that are here showcasing their technologies. So we shall not doubt. One of the key important things is that it is already happening, because we treat, we discharge into the resources, and we abstract further down. So we must trust the process.
All right, thank you so much, Jennifer Molontwa, who is the CEO of the Water Research Commission. On that note, Nombu, it's back to you in studio.
Thanks very much, my colleague there, Bulelani Phillip.